Let Robert come on and do his little. There you go. You can do your little intro now.
Hey, sports fans! This is Robert with WTP Sports News. Here live for another edition of the Thursday night forecast. National Signing Day, Conference Championships. Who's going to finally get into the CFP? We'll find out on Sunday. We're here tonight. I got my man SEC Sean of the SEC Sean podcast. How you feeling this evening, SEC Sean?
Pretty good, pretty good. One of the first nights we ain't had a Thursday night game of college to talk about, but we got some good games coming up this weekend. Sort some stuff out.
Cool. We also got our man T1 of City League TV in the house with us tonight. How you feeling, T1?
Feeling great. What it do? Ready to rock and roll. You know how it is.
For sure. We also got our man FanDuel Zaya of the FanDuel Zaya podcast. How you feeling, FanDuel Zaya?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm ready to get this college football talk smacking. You know what I'm saying? We back with another banger.
We also got our man UT Doug in the building with us tonight. UT Doug, how you feeling?
No, I'm doing good, man. I'm ready to get this thing rolling too. It'll be a great weekend of college football.
Cool. Good to see everybody in here. I'm trying to see if I can find a better layout. This layout might be a little bit better than the one we just had up there on the screen. Let's go ahead and get into National Signing Day first. You got something to add, Zay?
Yeah, I was just about to say UT Doug is crazy.
What he do, Zay?
That is ridiculous. I don't think we should say that. That sounded nasty coming out your mouth.
I already know what I said, man. Sometimes I mumble.
Anything with that Texas stuff don't sound good, man. I done adopted y'all as new rivals out here. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. No, you should, man. You should. We should be y'all's rival. Only team that played with y'all this year.
For sure.
Real life.
Let's bring our man Post Game in real quick. Let's also welcome our man Post Game of the Post Game 86 podcast in the building with us tonight. How you feeling, Post Game?
Feeling good. How y'all doing tonight?
Great.
Doing good.
Good.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into some of this talk tonight.
Let me throw this out real quick, Robert.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, just to update everybody real quick, if you haven't seen or heard the news, James Madison has hired Billy Napier.
Oh,
that's dope.
Okay. Good for Billy.
University of Summerall has hired Kentucky's defensive coordinator and Georgia Tech's offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So pretty good hires going on at Florida for the two coordinators, and then James Madison, I think, get it out the park pretty good with that hire.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's a really good place for him to go ahead and build himself back up again, and hopefully get him another one of those Power 4 school jobs again. I don't think he did that bad of a job at Florida. He just was up against it, being in the SEC. You know.
He's an experienced guy. They've been building for this moment. They've invested for this moment.
How excited are y'all about your team's early signing day recruits? Who are your 2 or 3 guys you're excited about?
hey, somebody got the TV on behind them. I mean, I guess I'll go first. I like what we did. I like our defensive class is just bonkers. Um, Kari Wilder was the biggest get, I think, in our recruiting class just because the depth that we was having already, the depth concerns we had already coming into this season. Um, I expect, well, we're gonna definitely lose three of those guys for sure. So we need Corey Wilder to kind of be on the curve of playing meaningful snaps early in the season next year. So Corey Wilder to me was recruit number one that we couldn't miss out on. Um, Another guy that's also on that defensive line, big boy Jameer Perez that we got from Glenville. He about 360. We need to tune him into a one tech. Uh, Probably, we had Tyleek and K McDonald in back to back years. We need to groom another one of them type of guys. But also the cornerback position, I thought we missed out on a couple guys in the last cycle. We didn't hit our numbers. So just for depth keys, I thought we needed to take three corners in this class. We only took two though. I don't know, they might address that position in the portal. But one thing I'm proud of is we got our two guys. Um, really, Timmons came on late, but we got our number one guy off the board, which was Jordan Thomas. And he was our number one guy from the jump. That's why we didn't really full court press Singleton, who's committed to SEC Sean School, or the other kid that's out of Ohio. I think he went to Illinois or something. But we didn't press neither one of those guys because they wasn't number one on our board through our scouting department. So, um, and then the last guy, of course, Blaine Bradford, number one safety out of Louisiana. That kid is a thumper. Like we keep on trying to chase up some of these safeties. It was Jet Washington, then it was what's the kid that committed to Mississippi State? Sean, you can help me out.
Was it Adcock or something like that, right?
I can't. No, it's not. I can't think of his name.
Let me
But
keep going. I'll look it up.
he was players to us, and we was trying to pair him with Bradford, but we wasn't able to get him. So it's cool. Like Bradford, that's a kid that you might not never think is gonna go to a school outside of Louisiana just because LSU always get those kids. So them are the five guys. And I could talk about more of them, but them are the five guys I thought were like, you cannot miss out on these guys just because of what our team is projected to lose over the next year.
Hey, I go ahead and get mine out the way too, just to keep it at Ohio State. But I mean, y'all know me, T1, aka Mr. Homer. I love the whole class. I love them all. I love every single one of those players that we got up in here. I'm kind of like Coach Day. I can't just single out, a few of them because I don't want to leave anybody out. But I understand you have to pick your top ones just as they pick their top ones when they're out there recruiting. But man, it's another strong recruiting class. If we don't add another player, we have a very strong recruiting class that added depth to a lot of positions. And man, I'm loving this train that I'm watching roll down the street.
It was
Okay,
Womack,
well,
Fandle, Womack.
Womack. Okay,
Yeah, Braylon Womack.
Yeah,
Braylon Womack. Yeah.
yeah.
nice.
Um, I'll jump out real quick. I mean, I like what we got. We didn't focus on one side of the ball or the other. We're pretty balanced all the way across offense and defense both. Some of the top ones that I was really, really wanting was the kid out of California, Brandon Arrington. He's number one athlete. Projected to play safety. Could play both sides of the ball. He's another kid. We went after a lot of speed in this recruiting class. That's another kid that ran junior AAU Olympics out there. The running back, I've mentioned him in the chat, KJ Edwards out of Carthage High School here in Texas, is just you give him a seam and you're not catching that kid. He's I looked up his stats today just real quick. For the 4 years he's been a starter on varsity, he's never averaged less than 11 yards per carry. That's crazy numbers. I like the D lineman out of Georgia, Bryce Perry Wright. Like him. There's the kid I mentioned, the other kid out of Iowa Colony High School down in Texas, Warren, another elite speed guy. And I like the running back we got today. I like our running backs we got. Baxter, I like him. Our Baker, I forgot the kid's name already. I just like the depth we got at pretty much all the key positions. Plus, I'm finally glad to see that some of the linebackers we got aren't these 5'10", 5'11" guys. They're like 6'2", 6'3" guys now. Add a little more meat to that second level.
Okay. And y'all remember that commercial in the 90s? I want to say it was Ponderosa. It's a man out. He went out to eat at Ponderosa, and he cuts into his meal. And he takes a bite, doesn't say not one damn word. He just holds his fork up. Y'all remember that? That's how I feel about this Notre Dame class. I don't gotta say nothing. I'm just gonna raise my fork up. Outstanding. I take my hat off to Marcus Freeman and that coaching staff. They've continually gotten better and got the job done. This is an elite class. Getting Rodney Dunham, the defensive end. Think Justin Tuck. He's going to be a monster. Ian Primer, the tight end. I would be surprised if by the end of his career, he's not projected a top 10 pick. Just an elite athlete. Think Brock Bowers. I'm not saying he's Brock Bowers, but he's that type of athlete. This is a tight end who had over 600 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns this past season. They put a tight end at his high school at kick return. So that tells you what kind of athlete this tight end. Running backs, they nailed it. They got the kid out of Texas. Sean, SEC Sean, you know what I'm talking about. The defensive line, man, getting Tiki Hola, 6'3", over 300 pounds out of Texas. Man, they just hit it. They swish, home run, grand slam, whatever you want to call it. And then the states Notre Dame was able to get talent out of, your Texases, your Georgias, your Pennsylvanias, states like that we don't, Notre Dame does not. I'm not used to this. Under Brian Kelly, Notre Dame would get 1 or 2 good players and then a bunch of 3 stars, a bunch of try-hard guys. Marcus Freeman, just elite athletes across the board. This is, and I'm not being biased or a homer. Anybody looking at this objectively knows this is the number 1 DB class in the nation. Just outstanding job, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. Notre Dame did do pretty good, man. I think you guys got top 5. I got 5 guys in the top 100 nationally, 1 in the top 10. That's pretty damn good. Texas, man, I thought they did pretty well. I mean, they signed 23 kids. Mostly on, I think they concentrated more on defense, to be honest with you, besides a couple studs that I'm really excited about, especially Jermaine Bishop Jr., nephew of Michael Bishop. He's this guy's elite, man. I mean, people in Texas cannot stop talking about this kid. He does so much. He's been a 4-year starter at Willis. I think he started off playing defensive back at first, but they put him on the other side of the ball as a sophomore, and I mean they can't get him off the field, man. I mean, this guy is so electric, and they got him a quarterback too. I say Diabell, but I think it's Diabell or something like that. Yeah, son of Raja Bell, if y'all remember that cat back in the day, man, basketball. The guy was cold. He's from Florida, American Heritage. You know, out of the 23 kids, we did sign 11 out of state, which, you know, normally I'd be like, well, that's a little crazy. But man, when you're signing kids out of Georgia that are top 5 at their position, I mean, if they want to come to Texas, bring it on, buddy. You know what I'm saying? So, but they also got another kid out of Maiden Creek here in Houston. He's a linebacker, Kosa Okapala or something like that. That kid is going to be a stud. Now, you know, Maiden Creek ain't a big time program, man, but you know they play a lot of good teams for sure. Richard Wesley, he's an edge rusher out of California. This kid's a top. I think he's one of the top 100 kids. And I'll tell you this, man. You know, I'm not big on, like I said, I'm not too big on getting too many out-of-state kids. But man, when you get a kid that's a top 10 out of California, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, man. Those kids out there, man, they play a lot of football, like competition-wise. From what I understand, I don't think they play middle school football in California. That's what I heard. Like their feeder schools to their high schools don't play football. So these kids are playing in the, you know, the Snoop Dogg League and all that. And, you know, I mean, you play any kind of travel ball, you know, the best players and best teams always find each other. So those kids are ready to play. So he should come in and do well. They did get some help on offensive line, which is good. John Turrentine III from North Crowley. He's a big athletic kid. He may get a shot, but you know, he'll be a freshman. So you never know. Besides that, man, they got a couple kids out of Georgetown, Texas, Sean, running back named Jet Walker. And I think they got an offensive lineman too. I think they had a pretty good year this year. One of the kids.
That's the school that Moss's nephew plays at.
You're kidding me. That's right, dude. Georgetown. Is it Georgetown?
2029 kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, man. Well, got a couple of teammates going to Texas, man. So that's pretty cool. Now, one kid that Sark and his staff really seems to like is this linebacker out of California. He's a 3-star, but they really like him. His name is Rocky Cummings. I've never heard of him, but they really like him. So, you know, I trust him. Now, again, you know, 11 out of 23 out of state. Now, you know, it looks a little like Tom Herman, but not quite. Okay, because I'll give Sark the benefit of the doubt because he's been on the job for like 4 or 5 years now. He's recruited Texas really well. I don't think he's burned any bridges like Tom Herman did with the high school coaches. So getting these kids from out of state that are this good, man, I'm excited about it. And especially this Tyler Atkinson kid, man. I got to mention this kid from Georgia, dude. This linebacker, he's one of those green button kids, man. He's going to be the communicator. He's going to call all the shots on the field. He's one of those kids. It's going to be hard to keep him off the field next year, I think. I'm really excited to have him, man. Him, Diabell, and Jermaine Bishop. Watch out for those kids, man.
So there's nobody else for you to talk about, Robert. Doug covered the entire recruiting class for Texas from 2024, 25, 26, 27. Y'all are good.
Yeah.
No.
I will say this though, out of all of those 23 players, 22 of them are going to be early enrollees, which is fantastic.
Nice.
That's what we've got. We got 29 now, and 28 are early enrollees. One's not going to be an early enrollee, and I think it's the kid from Iowa Colony because he's on their track team and he wants to try to win state in track down here too, down there.
Cool. What's y'all's thoughts on Chris Henry and where might he land?
It's got to be USC, man, right? He's out there in California. Lincoln Riley's gone nuts out there, man, recruiting these top 100 kids out of California, man. I mean, what do y'all think he's going to end up? I'm surprised he didn't sign with Ohio State. I thought that was a hard commit.
Yeah, me
Might be
too.
money.
So I'm thinking maybe USC.
That's what I'm thinking, man, USC. And they got a plethora of freaking wide receivers, man. This Booby Feaster kid from DeSoto, he's a junior, man. He freaking reclassified. He's going to be on campus next year. It's crazy.
That's the only reason I don't see him at USC is because of the amount of receivers they pulled in this class.
Man, he ain't going to be a problem.
Oregon.
I think
he's crystal.
Go ahead.
He's crystal ball to Oregon right now.
Yeah, I'm leaning Oregon with it, but like was mentioned in the chat with Zay earlier, receivers from Oregon don't pan out all that often.
They get a lot of them too, man.
I mean, Evan.
Yeah, they probably don't care now that they're getting all this money.
Listen, he's crystal ball to Oregon, but the kid don't need money.
No.
So
Right.
I don't really think money's playing a factor. Really, this Brian Hartline thing is a big thing, because Brian Hartline was the face of this. But Ryan Day called him this morning and told him, like, hey, I mean, we get it. Brian Hartline gone, but it wasn't Brian Hartline that was sending them to the league. It was Ohio State. So he got some big decisions to make. If he gonna claim that he want to do what's best for his future, what future are you referring to? Are you referring to money? Are you referring to NFL potential? Because if you're referring to NFL potential and then you commit to Oregon, it won't make sense to me.
No. If I'm a wide receiver and you tell me where do you want to go for your future, I'm hauling ass straight to Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. You hear all this DBU out of LSU and all this stuff. It's wide receiver U for sure. I mean, it's more than a wide receiver U, but they put out more wide receivers into the NFL than any other school.
I mean, and we got the best quarterback in college football. He's tripping. Like, who you want to throw it to you that's going to be better than what you be walking into at Ohio State? Like, this is a big, like, WTF. Like, what's really going on? It's weird because he's been a hard commit for a while.
Yeah. So I tell people, don't stress on these verbal commits till the pen hits the paper, because these kids nowadays, there ain't no such thing as loyalty anymore.
Yeah, we also dealt with some variables that we felt like it was coming, but we didn't see him taking a job on National Signing Day, though. Like,
well, that's true too. Yeah.
Hey, Sean, I want to ask you something real quick, dude. Where is Elko from? Like, where's his pipelines come out of? Like, is he from? How long has he been at A&M? A couple years now.
He was the DC from 2018 to or something like that. I think he left Notre Dame. Jimbo brought him down as the DC. I want to say in 2018 to 2021, and then he went to Duke as the head coach. And now he's back here, but he's got a lot of ties up in the Northeast, Pennsylvania, New Jersey and stuff.
Because I'm just wondering, man. I mean, 26 kids and only 9 from the state of Texas, man. That's a little wild. I know we're losing a lot of kids.
It's not 20 years ago. It's national now. It's not 20 years ago.
It don't matter. Don't matter. That's just a little weird, man. I mean, he has pipelines somewhere, but he ain't made no pipelines in Texas, man. That's a little strange right now.
Got one running through Carthage.
Well, they do that. Well, that's a good start for sure, man. So, but I'm just wondering. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
Texas Tech signed 20 kids, 16 from Texas.
Call them West Texas kids.
Yeah. TCU, all of their kids are from the state of Texas, but they're ranked 38th in recruiting. But you should see some of these high schools that they got these kids from. It's amazing, dude. But
y'all see Penn State's recruiting class is lower than Harvard's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Virginia Tech went from 140 to 22nd?
Yeah, they got 2 recruits at Penn State.
Damage control.
That's rough.
They really dropped the bag, man. They really dropped the bag for sure.
And DeBoer turned them down today.
You said what?
DeBoer turned them down today too. He said, "I have no interest in that job."
Yeah.
They're cursed, man.
Do y'all think Chris Henry is trying to see if he can get which one is going to give him the most bag, the biggest bag?
It shouldn't be about the money. He ain't hurting for nothing. But of course, as a businessman, if you're looking at it money wise, you do want to make the most money that you could possibly make. But maybe he feel like, hey, I'm already good enough. It don't matter where I go. I'm gonna be a first round draft pick.
Yeah, that the Chris Henry thing is extremely interesting, and I don't have any insight on the situation, of course, but I would think that he would want to go to a place like Ohio State, looking at all the receivers they produce as of late. Um, but it may come down to a situation where he just wants to be closer to home.
Yeah.
Which one is
Home is Cincinnati.
Yeah, home is Cincinnati. That's home for real. He got adopted to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Well, it may be a situation where he want to stay out west.
There
I
you go.
don't know, because I don't know why a receiver of that caliber would have second thoughts about a school like Ohio State. Is perplexing.
Yeah, it's pretty mind boggling.
I think the way that Brian Hartline thing is just holding right now, I think he'll come back to his senses though. I really do. I think he'll come back to his senses. He was just at Withrow, and he signed a Adidas shoe deal, maybe a few months back. He just passed out Adidas cleats to all the Withrow football players. So his ties is still down here. He still love Ohio. He's still an Ohio kid. So I don't know. I think some of the smoke need to clear. I don't even think he's gonna sign this early period, honestly. I think he's gonna wait it out.
What they got until what? The end of the day tomorrow?
Yeah, signing period in I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But that's just for the early period.
Yeah, just for the early period, yeah. Okay.
He can still well off sign in February and still be on campus early with the early enrollees.
Yeah. Who knows? He might have already done signed with somebody and they just keeping a hush hush. That happens a lot too.
Big facts.
I thought the early release come in January. January.
I heard they're not doing that no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying by that, T1, is even if he signed in February, a lot of these kids graduate early. So he could come as soon as he done, he could come and still be on campus early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all you gotta do is have a financial aid package. He good to go.
Yeah, but that blow kind of lesson for me anyway, because Jaquaden Guilford signed. So Jaquaden Guilford, Brock Boyd, and we got Jaden Ricketts all coming to. Yeah, that blow. If we don't get him, I would be sad if we didn't get him. Like I'd be like, oh damn, you know what I mean? But the blow lesson, man, Jaquaden. I don't know if y'all hip to Jaquaden Guilford. That's a Fort Wayne kid. Post game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it is tomorrow when signing period's over. It's a 3-day window.
Find out tomorrow.
But you're right. I mean, he could wait till February. He can get on campus in January and he can be with around the team. He just can't be working out or nothing until he signs. But I mean, he can still be handed a playbook, Next was the
awkward silence. I just keep talking about class for real, because I got more guys I could talk about. You know what I mean? It's more
Right.
guys.
Yeah, I agree.
The boy Rimhart. Y'all gonna hear his name in like 2 years, 3 years. He's 6'5", 200 right now. They're gonna put about 30 pounds, 35 pounds on him. He's a linebacker, but he's like the prototypical Arvell Reese project. That's what we're gonna turn him into. We're gonna turn him into Arvell Reese. Where is he from? I want to say he a Jersey kid.
One kid you made me think of this post game when you mentioned that one kid that you had, Tristan Givens. He's a DN. He played wide receiver last year in high school. That kid's just a freak athlete. And then Aaron Gregory's the other wide receiver I'm really excited for.
Did Notre Dame get that kid from Denton Ryan? That he was like a big kid, dude. Tight end, defensive end. I thought. Oh no. Did y'all get Finley's kid? Jermichael
sir.
Finley's kid. Man, y'all got all the damn.
I want to ask y'all too. Yeah, I want to ask all you guys, who is that one underrated prospect in y'all's class that people might not know that y'all gonna see maybe 2-3 years down the line they gonna blow?
Good question.
Tyvon King. Port Arthur Memorial High School linebacker. Goes by the nickname Tank.
Yeah, he was on our board for the longest, Sean. I know exactly what you're
That
talking
kid,
about. Yeah.
he's, what is it? I think he's a 3-star. Yeah, he's a 3-star kid, graded as a 16 or a 79. He's 6'1", 210. But the kid has no fear. Doug knows what I'm talking about when I say them Port Arthur Memorial guys are cut different when they come off the bus. Man, it looks like the scene from The Longest Yard where Adam Sandler go over to play ball with Michael Irvin. That's what it looks like comes off the bus at Port Arthur Memorial.
Yeah, I for Notre Dame, I believe it's Larry Fitzgerald's kid. I think, a lot of people talk about Finley, and rightly so. That dude's a stud. He's going to be a stud. But underrated guy that I think is going to pop, it got to be Fitzgerald's boy. Underrated ball skills. He plays just like his dad. And imagine the tutelage he has had, and he's only going to get bigger, stronger, faster once Notre Dame gets him in that program. So I'm going to say Fitzgerald's kid for the Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't really thought about it, honestly, man. So I'm probably gonna go. I mean, like I said, they really like this Rocky Cummings kid from California. He's a 3-star linebacker. So maybe him, or maybe this Georgetown running back. I think they flipped him from somewhere. I can't remember from where, but he was kind of a late commitment. So they saw something in him. So and he's a 3-star too. So I'd probably go with either Jet Walker from Georgetown or Rocky Cummings out of Cali, linebacker.
Rob, you got somebody?
I'm gonna go with Torrey Davis. He's an athlete. Once him and freaking Jermaine Bishop, if they play Jermaine Bishop on the offensive side of the ball, those two dudes together, bro, listen, I want y'all to go look up Torrey Davis's stats. Look up his stats. This dude's stats is freaking ridiculous. He plays both ways too, I believe. His stats is ridiculous. Just go look him up. You're going to be like, wow, are you serious? This dude's stats is ridiculous. Catching the ball, running the football, the whole 9 yards. This dude is unbelievable stat-wise. And I think once him, if they play Jermaine Bishop on offense too, those two together, It's gonna be dynamic, bro. It's gonna be dynamic.
My guy for me, man, gotta be Caden Gebhart, man. We flipped him today. He just got the offer maybe 2 weeks ago. Listen, I watched this dude's film. I don't know how we slept on him. That's the kid I was telling y'all about in the chat that had over 400 tackles in his high school career. That's 100 tackles a year. Like, what we doing? Like, that's a tackling machine. They said he's out of Olentangy, Lewis Center, Ohio. We got a linebacker from there too named CJ Sana. They said this was the hardest hitting defense in the state. I'm talking about when he come up, he trying to put you in the ICU real quick. Like, he hit that hard. And I'm thinking that they gonna put some weight on him too and try to keep that twitch that he got and put him at linebacker. Because if you put 25 pounds, 30 pounds on that kid and he can keep that speed that he got and still keep the thumping, that dude gonna be an animal, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how he made it the whole recruiting cycle without an offer from Ohio State. Maybe it's because we was after more nationally known guys, but man, this dude is a thumper.
I was going to joke with you when you put that in the chat, and I was just going to make a joke about it. Be like 400 tackles. Either they got nothing in the front seven and he plays safety, or he's really good at coming downhill.
Hey, listen, just pull up his tape, Sean. This is one of the best teams in Ohio.
Is it really? I don't know. I mean, I'm right here by Lewis Center. I live in Polaris. I had no idea they were that good. I never heard anything about it.
Okay,
I am excited too that we got a kicker.
That's always good to bring in.
Our kicker sucks.
Hey, well, let's. Oh, go ahead.
The kid we brought in, though, he's from Louisiana. 56, 60-yard field goals, kicking the ball through the uprights on kickoffs. I'm like, okay, you got a strong leg now. Where's it going? So, but if he makes it through the uprights, I'm good. But God, we need a kicker so bad.
All right, well, let's just move on to this next question, man. It say, what positions might your team look for once the portal hit?
Shoot, offensive line for sure for Texas. They need that bad, man. And I don't care where they come from. I think I wrote this down, man. I want freaking physical, nasty, and dirty even. I'll take any of that. I want some chippy ass offensive linemen, man. I'm so sick of Texas getting pushed around, man. It's you don't know what offensive line is going to show up, man. It's crazy. This John Turrentine kid is going to help him. He's a freshman. He's a big kid, athletic. He'll help him, but they need to get some offensive linemen that want to hurt people, man. To play in this SEC, I'll tell you that right now. To go play with Georgia and all this other crap, because it's getting pretty bad over there with the offensive line. I mean, last year it was good. Don't get me wrong. Last year was great. Had like 2 or 3 guys go to the NFL, but we need to get some kids in here that are chippy at the offensive line.
Yeah, it'll be offensive line and defensive end for us too. If I just name just the top 2. But yeah, it'll be offensive and defensive line for us.
Yeah,
maybe linebacker too.
That's what I figured we're looking at. We're probably going to look for some D-line help more than O-line. We've got a pretty decent O-line that we've been around for a couple of years. Younger kids, we may look for 1 or 2 offensive linemen, but we've got some youth on the D-line coming that's really strong, but I think we're going to need to add some veteran presence into there to kind of help them along. So, but that's really all I see us going after.
Yeah, I would say, and Marcus Freeman has been a genius at this, which is, his saying is we go major in high school recruiting and minor in the portal. So he's done a good job of sprinkling players to fill in, positions of needs. I'm going to look at the kicker position. We might can get a transfer there. I'm going to look at backup quarterback because with CJ Carr playing so well, I'm pretty sure Kenny Minchey is out of there once he gets the chance to transfer. Maybe a defensive tackle. So you'll never see Notre Dame with a huge transfer portal class, but a few to sprinkle in and fill in the blanks. That's what they're good at.
What the best program?
Yeah, I think Ryan Day is so ahead of the curve, man. He know we're gonna probably most likely be playing into January this year, so the portal is kind of really out of the question for us. So we took 6 extra kids in this class than we actually initially wanted to once they changed the date to the portal. We was going to settle on 21, 22 kids. We signed 28. We still got one more we could possibly sign with Chris Henry, and that'll be 29. We was only going to take 2021 though. So I think they're ahead of the curve. They understand that they needed a few extra bodies in certain places. If we was going to hit the portal, it'd probably be at receiver because a lot of these tweener guys are stuck in between Quincy Porter and Jeremiah Smith. They going to leave because Quincy Porter really the next man up in that group. He's a monster. He just been battling injuries. So some of these games where Carnell and Jeremiah was both hurt, he was hurt too. So that's why nobody's seen him out there. But T1, I think we straight on defensive line. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Zion Grady. You said what?
I said we straight. I actually would go linebacker before D-line.
I think we straight at linebacker. I think if we took anybody,
they all young though. Like if it was a dog linebacker out there that we could get, that could possibly, he still would have to fight for a position. If it was just some type of dog linebacker that we could possibly get, because we losing a whole lot of experience.
Yeah, but that's why Peyton Pierce been on the field a lot.
I like both of them.
Yeah, Pettijohn, he a monster.
And Pettijohn. I love both of them.
Yeah, we just like Notre Dame in the aspect though. Post game, we don't really want to take portal guys. If we got to go plug a hole, we go plug a hole. We ain't really trying to take portal guys though, because it's a lot that go into that. You got to fit the culture and everything. So I don't necessarily think we want anybody out of the portal unless we want to build some depth somewhere, which the only position I can see is receiver, because I think some guys is going to leave from there.
That's my thing with us. I mean, we were only planning to take 22, 23 kids. We got 28. We still got a couple more we could grab. Elko's trying to build the depth and then use the portal like we used last year to go get Concepcion and Craver. And then we got that Tyler Onyedum out of Iowa State to just kind of add some depth and fill some holes. And 2 to 3 kids out of the portal, 4 kids, fine. Like Lane Kiffin model where you get 14 kids out of the portal, that's not going to be sustainable over the long haul.
The next question on the docket: what other big names have yet to be signed? How important has early enrollment become for players? Was that the next question? Yeah, that was.
Yeah. The name I'm looking for is Lamar Brown. That's the next big one.
Yep.
Lamar Brown
might be one of the only real big ones. I mean, we've already talked about Chris Henry, so that's why. But I think Lamar Henry is probably the biggest one left on the board. He's just I don't think he signs till February, to be honest. Now he wants to know what's going on in Louisiana. Is Baker for sure going to be the DC there? So that's the one I'm looking at. That's the only one that's one of the ones that we're still got our target set on, and I'm waiting to see what that kid does. I fully expect he'll be at LSU.
That's the #1 recruit in the nation, right? Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, I put in the chat, I talked about Calvin Russell. Top 30 kid, I want to say. Top 7 in receiver position. He committed to Syracuse, but Michigan applying pressure to him. So I want to see what's going to happen with him because he want to play basketball and football, and that's what Michigan offering. So that'd be interesting to see how that go down. 6'6" though, 6'6" receiver, another big body, super athletic. Dude he a beast for real. They say he could play. They say he could play quarterback or safety.
Damn.
Man, that's crazy work.
But before we jump into the games up top, Zay, did y'all see the best troll job ever today?
You talking about the crumble cookies?
Boy, brother, I knew.
Oh
you'd
my
be on
God, boy! He tore him up with that, didn't he, Sean?
Dude, y'all know that Penn State tried to get BYU's coach.
Right.
And the CEO of Crumble Cookie made a donation to say, no. So James Franklin has his introductory press conference today at Virginia Tech with a box of Crumble Cookies right on the desk. I went, bro.
That's beautiful, man.
Oh, my God. I was just like.
Dude, what Penn State was the first one that fired their coach, too, man. That's crazy, man.
Hey, I ain't mad at Penn State at all because you got to get it right. And maybe in this pool of coaches, like I mean, as much as everybody was screaming Lane is not the best coach. He's not even top 5 best coaches in college football right now.
Lane's never won a conference championship anywhere.
Yeah, Lane never won a championship. What are we talking about? He did as an assistant, but not as the man though. Like it's a whole different ball game.
Everybody hanging off Saban's belt won a damn title.
Exactly.
I mean, hell, I could have been a coach out there and won a title. Shit. I mean, but yeah, I mean, that's just, I mean, they're going to be in trouble next year for the year after too, though, because
that's a total rebuild at Penn State at this point, man. That's crazy. Unless they just get a coach that can bring in a bunch of players again. I don't know.
Hey, Doug, the name is flowing around. Mike Tomlin. That's not a total rebuild, bro.
No.
Hey, you get Mike Tomlin, dog, it's slow.
Okay. That's great. Yeah. Okay. That'd be great.
Yeah, that name is floating around. I've heard that one too.
That wouldn't be bad. That'd be good for Tomlin. A fresh start, college football. Shoot. That'd be great. I like to see that, actually.
I think dudes will be licking at the chop to come play for Mike Tomlin. He'll probably be the portal king in day one.
Easily.
Do a lot better job than that guy in North Carolina.
Any kids on defense that ain't playing at their current school are gone.
Hold on, Doug. You sure about that?
No, I said he'll do way better. He'll do way better than that guy in North Carolina, man.
I don't know because he got to get some players in. They got like a top 17 or 18 class. Yeah. So that means people coming to play for him.
I know it's there too.
Yeah, can't hold the first year coming into college under him because what did he have left? So let's see what he can build. I mean, we'll see what happens. That's my theory with Belichick. But Tomlin, yeah. If Tomlin go to Penn State, that's going to be a game changer in a heartbeat real quick.
Yeah, I got to say, if I'm not going to one of the top elite programs, Texas, Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Georgia, I'm taking a long, hard look at North Carolina because the head coach and the experience he has and the connections to the NFL he has. But I wanted to touch on this real fast before we get into the picks. I wanted to say something about the committee. If we're going to have a committee of people who pick and choose which teams get into the college football playoffs, we need transparency. If they get to pick which teams go into the playoffs, I want cameras on. I want to see what goes into their decision making, what they value, everything, the setup, what they decide, how they decide to put X team over Y team. I want transparency.
I
It
agree.
sound like you want to see how fair it is up in there.
Well,
And you know this, man.
If they come out and they're transparent and they say we believe head-to-head matters, we're going to move Notre Dame out and put Miami in, I'd be okay with it because at least they came out and said why they did it. Not, y'all realize at the last meeting they had when they were getting together in Grapevine, Texas, the committee chair wasn't even there.
Crazy work.
He was at
Transparency.
Brian Silverfield's house recruiting him to come be the coach. He wasn't even watching any games last weekend.
I don't think they watch games, man. I think they look at stat sheets and
Your big concern is who the AD is Hunter Yurachek from Arkansas, and he hates the University of Texas.
I think the only ones that
You
watch
think?
games is the coaches that's in the room. I think the coaches watch film. But
Yeah.
I like what Joe Class said. I heard Joe Class say this, I think, yesterday. Just stop doing the college football selection show, period. Just drop a one off. You know, because then we don't need all that. Hey, yeah, you good.
Here's the deal with that too, though, is I agree with you, Zay. My statement is, do you really think they're not trying to get people to tune in to get those clicks and the views? So they're going to change stuff up just to get people to watch.
Oh yeah,
But
that's exactly what they doing.
you're going to be tuned in Sunday, aren't you, Post? Right?
Yeah,
Seeing what they're going
100.
to do with Notre Dame, right? No matter what happens in the championship game, you're going to tune in. I promise you,
Yeah.
I'm going to tune in to see if we stay at 7 or what. I know UT fans are going to be tuned in. But if UT was 14th in the last poll or 15th in the last poll, you probably wouldn't even worry about it because you know you ain't getting in.
Right.
So they have to make it to get views.
Well, just drop the show with just Reese Davis. You don't got to drop rank because
Right.
people will still tune into that.
Right.
I feel like people will still tune in and get a projected bracket other than what they actually have set in that room. Or we could just change the whole goddamn format and leave it on actual games and on the field play to how you get in. Because ain't nobody gonna like the subjective, the human element of it. Nobody's gonna. You're not gonna get 100% happy every year until everything is decided on the field. I feel like even if we move to a different format, if you wanted to keep a committee, at the bare minimum, they're at the maximum, their job should be to just only seed teams. It shouldn't be who's in and who's out.
You see the John Gruden model?
Nah, but I'm for any model that ain't got no human element. So it does it have a human element?
I'll go through it real quick. It takes the BCS computer. It
Masquerading.
prints out the top, like this weekend coming up, championship weekend, right? It prints out the top 12. The two teams playing in every conference championship, the Power Four, are locked in. So you have 8 teams locked in.
That's what I was thinking.
Then you take the BCS rankings from that, and you take the like 5th place team, whatever, and they play you have a play-in tournament on championship weekend. All the winners of the 4 play-in games, well, yeah, something like that. The 4 play-in games, you get them all in. It came out. I'd have to go watch it again to watch it, but you take all the champions, and then you take the rest of the play-in, and then you get the highest rated losing team from the play-in. No, there's no group of 5 or nothing. It's the highest rated loser. So, like, let's say Oregon's rated 5, and they play A&M, and A&M beats them. Well, A&M's in, but Oregon was the highest rated loser, so they still get to get in.
Yeah, well, I don't like that because I don't like leaving out group of 5. I ain't a fan of leaving out group of 5.
Yeah, that's just one of the things. I saw it today on YouTube. You can look and watch it and see it'll explain it a little different. But actually, the group of 5 gets to play in. I'm sorry, I take that back. Because like he had James Madison playing Oregon, and then like Tulane playing Ole Miss.
Yeah, this is sports for me. So I think you always need the option to have a underdog story.
Well, that's what
This, this,
they were in. I misspoke. They were in, but they had to win to get into the final playoff.
Look, man, I'm for, improving the system. But again, I'll say this again. If you're going to have human beings deciding who goes and plays in the playoffs, we want transparency. I want cameras in there when y'all deciding who 1 through 12, who 1 through 25 every single week. I want to hear everything y'all saying, because what y'all got to hide? Why is it a secret? Why it feel like we gotta cross the ocean, we gotta climb a mountain, we gotta go across a desert just to get to the committee? We want transparency.
Yeah. No, I agree 100% with that. I think Sarkeesian was talking about this. I think it was today, saying that they're gonna stick with the commitment they had with Ohio State, to play them next year and all that stuff. Because these schedules came out back when they're in the Big 12, anyways, right? But he said after that they're gonna have a serious sit down and figure out what we're gonna do past next year. Are they going to schedule these games anymore? Because he said that right now, like you said, transparent, they don't know what the committee really wants. Is it strength of schedule or is it record? And right now, Sark's like, right now they're looking at record. So if that's the way it's going to be, then we're going to look into this after our commitment with Ohio State next year.
And Michigan, yeah.
And Michigan, yeah,
He's
exactly.
going to go the next 2 years with what the commitments to those two, because that'll end your home and home with Michigan.
Bro, that's for me though, because Texas is in the playoff right now. If Texas if y'all would have handled y'all's business and beat down Kentucky, if y'all would have handled y'all's business and beat down Mississippi State like y'all's roster suggests y'all should have, we wouldn't be having this conversation, because that's why y'all not in the playoff. It's not because y'all lost to Florida and y'all lost to Ohio State. It's because y'all didn't dominate the teams y'all was supposed to dominate. That's why y'all not in the playoff right now.
I told this to Sean. Me and him are going back and forth on this, man. I believe it was Ohio State, and I'll tell you what, it's not even a matter of opinion, man. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, dude. If Texas didn't play Ohio State, they go into the swamp #1 in the country. They lose that game by a touchdown, they don't fall out of the top 10, man. But what happened? They got booted out of the top 25 altogether. The pollsters didn't give a damn who they played. They saw an early 2-loss team, and that was the only way they were going to look at that. And everybody knew that was a bunch of crap, because even Vegas knew that was crap, because the very next week they went to Dallas. They played a top 10 Oklahoma. It was a top 10 versus unranked neutral site. That was a pick'em game. Texas won by 3 damn touchdowns. And they barely creeped back into the top 25 after that, when they would have stayed in the top 10 if they hadn't played Ohio State. And the fact that they're the only team that's played with Ohio State is kind of crazy to me, man. I mean, I was watching the Ryan Day's press conference after the Michigan game, and underneath his name, it read 11 straight victories by 15 plus points or more. Didn't say 12, said 11. Because I know you Ohio State fans are smart. You guys know football. I think you guys know by now that y'all might have gotten away with one in week 1, because that was a damn good game. It was Texas had the ball last. They had a couple of opportunities. They didn't do it. They didn't win, obviously. But I think that's going to be the only game y'all going to play this year. I think y'all going to smoke Indiana. We'll get to that, but I think y'all going to smoke Indiana. And I don't think anybody's going to come. I don't think anybody's going to touch y'all this year. It's only going to be Texas. So, yes, that Florida loss was bad, no doubt. But like I said, if they didn't play that game in Ohio State, they would have played NC State like Tennessee did last year. Then, again, they would have been #1 going into the swamp, and they wouldn't have fallen out of the top 10. They fell out of the top 25, man, because of 2 early losses.
Yeah, I agree with you, Doug. And absolutely, if Texas doesn't play Ohio State, Texas is in the playoffs, hands down. Absolutely no problems at all. But here's another thing too. Like, you know, it's like y'all got punished for scheduling a big game like that. But I mean, a big game like that too, and it was a close game. I mean, if y'all beat Ohio State, y'all could possibly run the tables because it's just something about momentum and what that does for a team and how it can take players' play up just a little small notch. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just went the wrong way for y'all after that. But it should have been a gamble worth taking, and I don't feel like y'all should have got punished for it.
All right, well, y'all ready to get into the action that's going to take place this weekend?
Let's go.
Yeah,
All
as
right.
long as I don't have to hear no more about all this, we lost to them and them and them and them and them. My text message blew up. Post game, y'all shouldn't have played A&M or Miami.
What? It is what it is at this point. So tomorrow we got number 24, North Texas, who's favored by 2.5 points at number 20. Tulane, over and under 67.5. Fireworks, y'all. What do y'all think about this game? The winner gets into the college football playoffs. How y'all think this one goes?
Nobody want to go. Nobody want to go.
I'm going North Texas, man. That's fine. I like their quarterback too much, man. And but what 2.5? They're at Tulane. Man, shoot. I don't know. That's gonna be a pretty good one, I think. But nah, man, I like that North Texas offense, man. They score so quick, man. So their run defense ain't great, but they can score, and so I hope I like to see another Texas team get in, anyways. It's not gonna be Texas, so.
Yeah, I only like watching games like that when ain't nothing else on the watch, so it don't really matter to me.
I'm gonna take North Texas in this one. I picked this team like 6-7 weeks ago, maybe 8 weeks ago, and then the next game they got barbecued by USF. But they rebounded well. Uh, I was surprised what they done to Navy. I expected Navy to run the ball all over them, and that wasn't the case. Um, so I'm gonna take North Texas in this game. I think they find a way to get the job done. Their offense is a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah, I'm going Tulane, man. I'm going with the home team. I heard y'all awkward silence, but I'm at work. I wish I could have said something because I would have called y'all out just like post game did. Everybody want to be quiet now, and we know 2 of y'all want to say North Texas anyway because y'all Texas boys ain't getting in. But all right, let me stop my rant. I'm going Tulane though, man, because they at home, bro. I'm just going with the home team. I do think this North Texas team is more dangerous for playoff purposes. But home field advantage, man, money on the wood, win or go home. I gotta go with the home crowd, man, to carry their boys through. That stadium gonna be sold out. You already know it is. The whole campus gonna show up to the game. So, yeah, I'm rolling Tulane.
But I don't believe that. I think it's the same like we talked about with the playoffs. I don't think Tulane gets them all. They still got to give some to North Texas too.
That's cool. Being on your own field is the juice that you need, and having 70% of the fans, 65% of the fans.
I'm leaning North Texas. I have been on them for a while. I am concerned about the rain that's looking to fall for tomorrow night in New Orleans. But I think North Texas has a pretty good run game and that little receiver, that little number 10, Wyatt Young or something like that. Remind me of that little kid from the New England Patriots, all of them that have been through there with Tom Brady. Just run, give him the ball across the middle and he gone.
Oh, those small slot receivers.
Dude, yes. That's who he reminds me of, is that kind of receiver. I like North Texas. I think North Texas has enough offense to beat Tulane. And like I said, I've been on North Texas for about 6 or 7 weeks, saying they were my selection. So I'm not going to change it now.
Man, I'm going Tulane, Tulane, and Tulane again. There's no way in heckity heck if I'm going to want to see North Texas in the college football playoffs and my Texas Longhorns ain't in there. I already got to deal with the freaking fact that Texas A&M's trash asses in there, Oklahoma's trash asses in there, Texas
Trifling.
trash asses in there, and then North Texas too. Yeah, well, North Texas do this: drop the North and put Texas in there, and then I'm with it. But I don't want to see North Texas get in there, and I got to deal with 3 other dudes that I don't want to be in there either. And we not in there, please, man. Come on, Tulane, make my dreams come true. Make my dreams come true. Let's go. What do y'all think about Duke at number 17, Virginia, who's favored by 4 in this game? The over and under is 57.5. What's your thoughts on that matchup?
Man, Virginia. Virginia. The ACC and them officials ain't going to let Duke win this game. There is no way in hell. There is too much money involved if Duke wins this game that the ACC is going to miss out on. Virginia. I've already put them down, and I placed a nice little one on Virginia.
That's the lock, huh?
Dude, there's if Duke beats Virginia, if I'm another school in the ACC, I'm leaving because that conference cares nothing about us. There is no way.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sean. They paying them refs, bro. They gotta pay them because not only do your conference have a chance of getting left out of the playoff, you know, you ain't bringing no money in, but who the hell? We all gonna lose money, the whole sport, because nobody gonna probably watch them 2 games they put them group of 5 schools in. Nobody gonna watch them. We're gonna be like 45-17, everybody taking the over. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna win a couple dollars if you just put 1,000 or 100 or whatever you got to put on it. Everybody gonna win a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? So nah, they gotta put the fix in right now.
I promise you, it's probably already in.
It's not.
You know, they're going to have a controversial replay. And, you know, the ACC do that where they show you the control center. They're going to have all of a sudden a glitch and a power cord going to be unplugged. You ain't going to be able to see nothing or hear nothing. And they're going to be like, nah, get the ball back to Virginia.
They're going to call offsides on kickoffs and everything.
Dude.
Hey,
Duke
all the lights going to go off. Did you say all the lights going to go off like the Super Bowl?
Dude, no, well, just in the command center when they're doing a very important replay of like, did the ball cross the goal line? You ain't going to be able to see nothing. And then all of a sudden it's going to be, yeah, the ball did cross Virginia, and we all saw that it didn't cross the goal line. Oh, yeah, Duke better not put their hands on a player or it's going to be holding. Duke might have 95 penalties in this game.
I'm about to say, what you think the over-under of how many penalties they catch in this game?
Dude,
We got to start at somewhere like 8. We got to.
No, I'm going to start the over-under at 10.
That's a lot.
And I almost take the over on, and we're not talking total penalties. We're talking for Duke. I'd probably set it at 8 to 10 would be probably right. Maybe say 9, and I'm probably taking the over.
Might as well just say 8-5, bro. 8-5,
Yeah.
8-5.
May want to go 8-5 then. I'm still taking the over. I mean, a Duke DB that might, you know, have a piece of hair fall out and touch a Virginia receiver's getting flagged. This is going to be bad. And I'm going to watch every second of it just to laugh at the crap.
That's the only reason why you're gonna watch that game, Sean. It's just to see that happen. I didn't even think about that, man. That makes so much freaking sense. It's kind of scary, man. But yeah, Virginia by as much as they want to, I guess, man. I mean, they're a good team anyways, but
Yeah, I'm gonna take Virginia in this game. I look for them to control the line of scrimmage and run the ball with that RB, even the quarterback. I think they get the job done. Nobody can afford Duke winning this game. I know as a Notre Dame fan, I can't. Duke can't win this game because if the ACC has no representative coming out of their conference winner, then I'm quite sure they'll make sure Miami is in. So I'm going
yeah,
Virginia in this game.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I got Virginia as well, and for the same reason, no way they'll let BYU win that game. They already know the score. We don't.
Hey, you know what? Now I think about it though. Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think Duke winning favors Miami getting in even more because of the fact that they wouldn't want to leave the ACC out?
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm
100%.
talking about, Zay. Exactly. My train of thought was exactly that.
I didn't bring it up when I was mentioning the whole fixes in for Virginia because I knew postgame was probably going to go that route. I know he thought about it. I thought about it as well. If Duke wins, Miami's getting in. I'm sorry. I hate to tell y'all that.
How do they get in?
Because the committee's going to jump them in front of Notre Dame.
Oh, they're going to jump in.
They're not going to leave the ACC completely out if Duke wins. I promise you that. There would be so much hell raised. And it's not fair to Notre Dame, to be honest. But
Hey, maybe they feel like they're letting the ACC. Maybe they feel like they're letting the ACC in if they let Notre Dame in.
No,
Ain't y'all schedule heavy ACC post game?
we are ACC affiliate, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. Whatever affiliation contract they got with the ACC, that needs to end ASAP. They need to lawyer up and get their lawyers and handle business. Because there's no way, if me and you in a business together, we got a business agreement, how I look like advocating against my business partner. That makes zero sense. And that's a spit in the face. So if I'm Notre Dame, I'm doing everything I can to get out that contract with the ACC. I'm going to holler at the ACC or the Big Ten to replace them. Simple as that. And if I'm Notre Dame also, basketball, baseball, all that getting out the ACC. That's just me though.
Yep, 100%.
That sounds about fair to me.
100%. Plus, it was saying Notre Dame going in from the ACC because they play the ACC schedule and an affiliate with them. Notre Dame ain't getting the money from the ACC. And the ACC ain't getting the playoff money. That's why if Duke wins, Miami's going into this playoff.
Okay. What do y'all think about number 11, BYU, at number 4, Texas Tech? Texas Tech is favored by 12.5 in this game. The over and under is 49.5. Does Texas Tech blow BYU out again like they did in the regular season?
You two boys from the University of Texas better hope they do.
I do. I hope they do. I don't know if they will.
They're going to beat them pretty good.
If BYU wins that game, you can definitely go ahead and start hanging the pads up.
I know for sure. I need Alabama to lose. I need BYU to lose. I need Alabama to lose bad.
Bama's not going to matter. If Bama loses and it's close, Bama's staying in. That's why it was important for them to jump in front of Notre Dame. Bama's not coming out, even with a loss. Unless they get blown out, they're not.
That's what I'm saying. If they get blown out of the water, maybe. But
yeah.
I agree with that. I heard some analysts and I got to really think about the last show. They put Alabama ahead of Notre Dame for they was preparing for what was coming because they know Bama not beating Georgia. But I'll make my picks as I'm talking. I need Texas Tech to win this game. If BYU wins this game, that's another scenario where Notre Dame could be out. So I need Texas Tech to win this game. They're the better team. They should punish BYU, but I also could see them saying, "Let's stick it to Notre Dame. We don't have nothing to lose. We gonna be in the playoffs, win or loss. Let's let BYU get a W." You know what I mean? But if everything's everything, Texas Tech should win this game easily.
Hey, hasn't Alabama beat Georgia like 4 straight times or something?
9 out
That's
of the last.
tremendous. Yeah.
Kirby Smart has one win ever over Alabama.
Yep.
Now, it was the Natty, so it's a pretty good win, but still,
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
That's a
one.
good point.
I got some good thoughts on that one too, though. But yeah, I'm sitting here looking at this, y'all. If Duke wins that Virginia game and BYU beats Texas Tech, and even if Alabama beats Georgia, you've eliminated all the at-large. That's it. Because you're getting 2 Group of 5 and 2 Big 12. And if you take 5 SEC and 3 Big 10, that's 12. Game over.
Yeah, well, I got Texas Tech to cover and everything. They're gonna blow them. It's gonna be like 31-7.
I do too. Easy.
That defense is sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see this being any different. Even what they played last time at Tech, right?
Yeah.
This is still a home game for Tech. This is right there in Arlington. Come on. So.
All right, how y'all feel about Alabama number 9? Excuse me, number 9 Alabama against number 3 Georgia, who's favored by 2.5. The over and under is 47.5. What's y'all's thoughts on this matchup?
Well, I'm hoping Georgia beats them 35-10 like they beat Texas 35-10, because then I have something to compare 9-3 with. Because let's say that does happen, just hypothetically. Okay, here I go again. If Georgia beats Alabama pretty bad, 2 9-3 teams, Texas and Alabama, they have a common opponent, Oklahoma, and they have Florida State and Florida. They lost to Florida State. Texas lost to Florida. Florida beat Florida State. They have a common opponent, Oklahoma. Texas beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma beat Alabama. So, of course, as a Longhorn fan, I want Georgia to beat them 35-10 like they beat Texas. I need that to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen because, like you said, for whatever reason, it's just kind of like how Sark is with Smart. I mean, Kirby Smart. I mean, that game against Texas, that was a 14-10 game until Kirby Smart went Kirby Smart and did Sark like he always does. Alabama, that's kind of like the same thing with Kirby, but I think right now I want to say Georgia's playing better than Alabama. So I need them to win. I think they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win by that much that I need them to, but I got Georgia by a field goal, honestly.
Yeah, man.
Georgia's starting center is out for the game.
Yeah, centers. Yeah, I think you can get around centers in college football, not in the NFL though. Your center, you lose your center in NFL, it's like a wrap. You're gonna lose. But man, Georgia got an Alabama problem for real though. Like that's a for real problem. I'm gonna go Georgia, but like I ain't gonna be surprised if Bama win. But I do not like this Bama team. I think they're gonna get popped in the playoffs. I mean, unless they get somebody like Oklahoma that can't score the ball, but it's a lot of bad matchups out there in the playoffs for them. So,
hell,
I mean,
Oklahoma
Georgia. Go ahead.
But hell, Oklahoma beat them.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm
Man.
saying is, I think they're gonna get popped in the playoffs. Like somebody gonna really have a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me keep it PG, man. I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say, but like, yeah, I think they're gonna get popped for real. But like, this the thing though. What Gunnar Stockton am I gonna see on Saturday? You know, because I think that matters. I've seen two sides of Gunnar Stockton, but the reason why I'm gonna pick Georgia too though is he showed me more gut. Like when somebody gut check, even if he not playing well, he always make a play. So I'm gonna pick him to win that QB matchup on Saturday. Or is that game on Saturday? Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna pick them.
Yeah, give me Georgia in this game. I know, man, I'm with y'all. Kirby Smart got an Alabama problem. I get it. I understand. But I think beating this Georgia team for Alabama twice is going to be a difficult task. So I'll take Georgia by 7.
Right.
Yeah, I got Georgia too. I need Georgia, so I'm going Georgia. I'm going Georgia.
I'm
What
gonna
do y'all
go.
think?
I'm gonna go Georgia in this game. But to go with what Zay said, he needs to know what Gunnar Stockton he sees. What Ty Simpson am I gonna see?
Yeah.
Deer in the headlights, Ty Simpson.
If you get if Georgia puts the pressure on Ty Simpson that they did on Art, Georgia wins this game. If they can't get back there and disrupt Gunnar, Ty, whoever, I think Ty can sit back there and kind of pick this Georgia defense apart across. I see it being a close game. I see it coming down to like a field goal type game. Difference is Alabama don't really have a solid kicker either. Georgia does. So the games like this come down a lot to these. Special teams can play a lot in these games, and so I'm gonna take Georgia, and I hope the fix isn't in on this game. So.
All right, the last one of the night, we got number 2 Indiana versus the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes, who's favored by 4 points in this one. The over and under is 47.5. How do y'all see this one going? Can Indiana keep this thing close?
Nope.
Not close enough for Ohio State.
Buckeyes all day.
Ohio State boat races Indiana.
Yep. They humble Indiana for 2 years in a row, man.
Indiana's has a good offense, and they're pretty physical. They haven't seen an offense like this yet, and they definitely haven't gone against the defense like this yet. I don't think there's any hope for Indiana.
Not, on paper, roster-wise, it shouldn't even be close anyways, man. I mean, I like their quarterback at Indiana, but I think he's in for a hell of a day, man, honestly.
Yeah, but as we learned, looking great on paper versus Kentucky, that didn't help either.
Hey, they won that game, man. They were on the road for a month.
But you said it shouldn't be close based on paper. But you said it shouldn't be close based on paper.
Okay, well, it's not. This ain't gonna be close. This ain't gonna be close, man. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you guys. I think Ohio State just has too much firepower right now. Indiana can't match that firepower. I think Ohio State cruises in this one.
Here's your side game for this too. This is the battle for the Heisman.
That's true. That's true. And I like that Indiana court. What's his name? His last name? I like him, man. Yeah, I like listening to him talk too, man. He's a very charismatic kid, and he likes his teammates. He's just a really good, positive young man. But I think he's going to
win the Heisman. Still want Pavia to win the Heisman just because I want to see what he does in New York.
No, this is for the Heisman. This is number 1 and number 2 right now. So, you know, I think my QB has it.
Is it FanDuel? One of the betting sites has Diego Pavia as the front runner now.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, as soon as my young gunner go put this show on Saturday, we'll see what they're talking about.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It's FanDuel Jose in the building, man. We about to pop them by 2+ touchdowns. Take the over. Take anything you want. Money line, whatever you feel most comfortable with, but all the lines is good. They good. Hey, this the same team we played last year. Only difference is they switch quarterbacks. They still got them short ass corners. All they do is play zone. Julian saying got a 94.8 passing rating against the zone. They Swiss cheese. Hey, they are Swiss cheese. I'm trying to tell y'all.
You on it, man. Damn.
You ever want to know any stat about Ohio State? Just ask me.
I'm starting to feel
It
that
don't
right
matter
now.
what it is. Hey, Zay, how many centimeters did this dude run for? He gonna break it down for you. He got it.
I thought you was about to say how many cinnamon rolls they got in the cafeteria. I was about to say, if you said that, man, if he don't answer to that, it maybe
He's doing coverages and stuff. They running too much 3 buzz out there or something, man, or all these zones and everything.
Nah,
but you're right.
Zay like me, he just sit down and watch football all the time.
He's a football guy for sure, man.
Yeah, I got Ohio State winning this thing too, man. I really hope that they bring Indiana back down to earth. I mean, many people believe that they're really the Indiana that is the second best team in the country. They may be, but I think we're going to find out how really good they are on Saturday. And I kind of feel like Mendoza has already been out of the Heisman running from his performance against Penn State and this last performance he had. It might have been last week or the week before. He hasn't really played well down the stretch. I don't know if he got his star receiver last week. I don't know if he got his star receiver back yet or not, but what he's about to face on Saturday, if Ohio State just says, listen, we're going to go out there and play Ohio State football, we ain't going to let up on these guys just because, we can go out here and get up by 21 in the first half and then just coast the rest of the way. I want Ohio State to come out there and put it on Indiana's ass like they did everybody else, except for Texas. And go on out there and kill them, man, so we can really see if Indiana is really that good or not.
And this is a number 1 versus number 2, and we think Ohio State's going to work them.
I don't
number
think
1 versus number 2. I think they're going to work.
I feel like Ohio State against anybody, they get worked.
Okay, so if y'all want the lineup to how to set your weekend, here you go. Starting tomorrow at 7, you have Troy versus James Madison. Then you have Kennesaw State at Jackson State at the same time. At 8 o'clock, you get Texas Tulane and then UNLV Boise State. Saturday, your noon kickoff is BYU Texas Tech, along with Western Michigan and Miami of Ohio. Follow that with the Georgia-Alabama SEC game at 8 o'clock, Indiana, Ohio State. And when you get bored with Ohio State crushing Indiana, you can go finish the cooler of beer with Duke and Virginia because you're going to need something to force yourself to watch that game.
That's coming on last.
Same time as the Ohio State Indiana game.
Ain't no way going. Oh, okay. That's crazy.
I mean, they didn't show them no love, right? That's how much they saying to the ACC. They really giving you the finger.
Well, I'm kind of shocked that the ACC championship game is on ABC. I thought they might move that to like ESPN 8 or 9, the Ocho or Nueve or ESPN or something.
PBS.
Well, they probably did that because the Ohio State Indiana game might get out of control.
Oh, that's true.
you know. So you know how that goes.
Get some
Let me
ratings.
see what's let me see what's going on with the other game. You know,
Okay, I get you there.
Yeah, well,
They might even put a telethon on in front of the Duke Virginia game, like Jerry Lewis telethon might be on. They asking for donations.
yeah. So you got something going on tomorrow, SEC, Sean?
Yeah, we're gonna run part 3 of our NASCAR for Beginners series. We're gonna talk about different styles of tracks, point systems, how that kind of stuff works. My buddy Adam from up here in Columbus is gonna jump on with me, live with me. He's got some questions. You know, we've got the chat. We're all in. Shoot your questions over, or if y'all pop in to watch tomorrow, you know, pop them into the comments over there. I mean, I'll understand if y'all don't watch tomorrow because y'all too busy watching Kennesaw State and Jackson State. It's cool. I'll feel really upset if I get dissed for that game, but that's fine.
Shit, I'm watching Dickinson North Shore after they play tomorrow.
They play Saturday, don't they?
It's Saturday? I don't know. I didn't check the schedule.
I'll look.
I'll be watching that on my phone.
But yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow. Like I said, different tracks, how the playoffs work, how the point systems work, how to get into the playoffs, just things like that tomorrow. You know, I'm still holding off on the lawsuit that's going on right now until I get some more clarity into what's happening with that. So I don't want to put anything out there that's not true. So I'm waiting for all that to get settled. But yep, that's what we're doing tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Let me see, Doug, real quick. You got Alito and Denton Ryan. That's where Jermichael Finley's kid, or Michael Finley's kid, played Alito.
Yep.
They're playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
It is tomorrow. Yeah, they're playing at University of Houston. Yeah.
Oh, they're playing. No, Dickinson and North Shore are playing at the soccer stadium, I think.
TDECU. That's University of Houston.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind. That's the other one. Oh, I didn't tell you, Sean. You know, TCU signed an offensive lineman from Pasadena Memorial, man. Big old Mexican kid.
That's probably the only. Well, that's shocking. That's probably the only kid to get recruited out of that whole city.
I know. Isn't that great? Dude, that's awesome, bro. TCU? That's great, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, they signed all 21 from Texas, man. You should see some of these schools, man. Lake Travis, Temple, Port Arthur, Duncanville, Woodlands, Ridge Point, Richmond Randall, Texarkana, Westlake, Argyle, Iowa Colony, South Lake. They got a lot of kids from. They're going to have a bunch of winners come through there. That's for damn sure.
Like I'm telling y'all, Saturday night, 11:30 Eastern time, or you can watch it. I normally watch it Sunday morning, Victory Plus. I'm telling y'all on Roku, go watch Texas, the scoreboard show. You'll see highlights of most of the kids that are coming out of Texas to y'all schools that are on this stream. You're gonna find highlights of your two boys, at the Finley boy and stuff over there. Y'all gonna find some stuff out of Texas coming up to Ohio State still playing. They show highlights of all that. Hour-long show. So.
Cool. All right, y'all. Well, if we ain't got nothing else, man, we can go ahead and end the stream, and then we'll see y'all tomorrow with SEC Sean, part 3 of NASCAR for Beginners, and then we'll be back again bright and early on Saturday morning. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be on. I gotta work, but I'm gonna try to take my laptop and stuff to work with me, and get on. I don't think they're really gonna need me till about 10 o'clock, but I'm gonna try to get on. If not, somebody gonna have to host, but I'll put the show together though. All right, y'all. We'll have a good rest of y'all's evening, man. We'll be talking soon.
Yep.
Oh, hey!
Y'all know the deal. We was in the building. Now we out. Peace.
Have a good night.
All right,
Peace
y'all.
out. Y'all, man.